Tension is mounting in the Pacific, with the US expected to sign a major military pact with Papua New Guinea to counter Chinese influence. The US Secretary of State, India's Prime Minister and Chris Hipkins are now en route. Pacific correspondent Barbara Drever is travelling with them. Here's her report.
Fiji Prime Minister Sitiveni Rabuka is amongst the first to arrive in Port Moresby, spearheading other Pacific leaders who'll join America's top diplomat and India's Prime Minister at separate summits. This is about drawing a line in the sand, Western allies versus China. Despite having signed a security deal themselves with the Solomon Islands, on Friday Beijing said nations should not bring geopolitical games into the Pacific region.
We'd prefer to remain neutral, and we're actually quite concerned about the tensions and the possible conflicts that could occur in the future. As we've seen in World War II, I'm concerned about the militarization of the region.
Papua New Guinea is set to sign a new military pact with the US. It's expected to allow American forces access to PNG ports and airports. It could be a significant presence.
PNG stands to benefit substantially in the infrastructure that will come in specific aspects of our agreement.
With US-Australia ties tight, the PNG Pact will complete an arc of Western alliances to watch and counter China. The US recently securing more military bases in the Philippines, critical real estate with a commanding view of the hotly contested South China Sea, Taiwan and artificial islands Beijing's been building for years. On the arc's northerly tip, Japan and South Korea, the US escalating joint drills and weapons programs here. And in the South Pacific, it wants to station troops on American Samoa and make it a US regional hub. Tuvalu, situated between Hawaii and Australia, has found itself at the centre of bigger countries tussling to influence it.
There's definitely pressure from all sides, China and of course the West as well.
Tuvaluan people say lack of resources and isolation makes their position vulnerable.
It seems as if these high powers are making decisions on our behalf with the direction that it's heading in terms of climate change and all of the political tensions. It is worrying.
Even if the US or Australia are there to protect us for a peaceful life, please, we are also scared of their presence in the Pacific. And I know they're doing that because China is in town as well.
Geopolitics may be reshaping the region, but as Pacific leaders leave for Papua New Guinea, they're determined to focus the meetings on their people's priorities, climate change and economic survival.
We're not interested in the militarization of the Pacific. We are interested in working with the Pacific on issues where we have mutual interest, issues around climate change.
But as the US and China wrestle for influence in the Pacific, it all looks disturbingly like the warm-up for a second Cold War. Barbara Drever, One News.